Welcome to Hi, It's Me, Same Genes, Different Scenes. I'm Kim.
And I'm Lindsay.
And we're here to bring you our podcast about everything which makes us and our friends, family and special guests the same but wonderfully different.
We hope you love listening to our stories and insights into our experiences, from how we viewed growing up to the direction life has taken us in adulthood. Hi. You alright?
Yeah. How are you?
Yeah,
Good. How's your week been?
Do you know what? I've had a hectic week.
Have you?
Yes, I've definitely loaded my plate up this week with a lot of things.
Oh dear. Are you a bit tired now?
Yeah.
What have you been doing?
Oh, well, so I've joined the PTA.
The what?
The PT motherfucking A.
Oh.
Hope you don't use that. It was quite funny though. Well, I mean, I joined the PTA because we had a little chat after I had come back from the meeting.
With your red face?
With my incredibly red face because I'd spoken.
You look like you'd run a marathon.
Yeah, I felt like I'd run a marathon. Actually, do you know what? I think I felt very emotionally drained.
I'm
very
surprised.
Tired that night.
At any point did your Garmin say relax?
It said I'd had a demanding day.
Did it? Oh, that's really interesting, isn't it?
And it was Wednesday as well, so it was my day off.
Right.
So I'd had quite a relaxing day, but yeah, it said I'd had a demanding day, and I thought, yes, I know. I have to speak to people.
Hour and a half or whatever it was. Okay. So join the PTA. What else?
Got my new tattoo done yesterday.
Ooh, nice.
Took Mother to get hers done.
Nice.
So we both had a little road trip.
Cool.
Got tattoos. So
nice.
Yeah. What about you?
Pretty quiet, I think.
Yeah.
It's been not really done much at all. Just chilled. No relaxed reminders for me.
Yes.
Yeah.
What I did mean to say to you, I did a little bit of investigating into, after the last episode about the zombies, which crystals we'd need for protection.
And what was the outcome?
For physical protection, because I thought that's what you'd need most.
Yeah.
Obviously physical protection from him.
Yeah. Alongside your weapon of choice.
Alongside is the black tourmaline.
Okay.
And I've got some of that actually in my crystals thing. Did have, I think one of the kids was titting around with my crystals bag and dropped it on the floor and broke it. So I'm not entirely sure whether that's a good omen or not. Oh yeah, there it is, look.
Okay.
That one.
Right.
Broken. So I'm not sure whether that's good or not.
I mean, now
protection's
broken. But I guess now you've got two bits.
Have I got double protection or
no? I think you could you can share the protection, love. Yeah. Okay. Black tourmaline.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
I might need to invest.
Yeah.
Add to my crystal collection.
I did have to dig my little bag of crystals out though.
Did you?
Yeah.
They're not on your.
They get sort of a little bit forgotten about. Really.
You should have them in a pot so that you can easily, re-energize them on a full moon.
When I did used to use them, when I was a little bit more actively using them, I did live in my handbag all the time.
Yeah, okay.
And I have got one next to my bed.
Is it a rose quartz?
No, because that's for love, isn't it? You don't want rose quartz next to your bed.
Okay.
It's a green.
Hang on.
Let me have a look at my book. It's like a dark. Is
it like a moss agate?
I'm not sure. There's the crystals, guys. Look, I have got crystals.
Oh, you've got loads in there.
Yeah. It's a green. I don't know. See, I've got to find it now. I think it's supposed to be promoting good sleep.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it's a malachite.
Times I find
jade. It's a jade.
Oh,
sorry,
it's a jade.
Quite obviously, it's a jade.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's that?
A jade is for protection as well. Oh, place jade under your pillow while you're sleeping to induce lucid dreams.
I don't know.
I encourage a deep and restful sleep. So I have jade. I don't have it under my pillow.
I mean, lucid dreams are quite fun. So that wouldn't be so bad.
It does say here, put a piece of jade in your purse or mix it with some coins to attract greater luck, prosperity and abundance.
Oh, okay.
So I did have a little phase of really being into my crystals.
Yeah.
So I kind of need to get back into it again because I quite like the idea of crystal healing and all that sort of thing. Yeah. But I'm rubbish about recharging them. They've just sat in the bag in the dark, so they're going to be not powerful.
They're not going to be doing anything that they're supposed to.
No, they're not. No, not at all.
I mean, you know me. I love my crystals.
Yeah.
I've talked quite a bit about having popping crystals in my bra, which is very similar to putting them in your handbag.
Yeah.
But then they're on you, especially if you haven't got pockets or you've only got on jeans, you don't get very big pockets. And so I'd got quite into, obviously, because I've been going for lots of interviews over the last, however long. So I've gotten into taking a green aventurine, which is for like communication and prosperity and opportunity and luck. So that's the lucky one.
Yeah.
And a red wine quartz, which is for manifestation. I mean, that's a bit bulky.
It's a bit bulky to put in your bra.
It is, but I mean, I've had it for a long time, and I didn't buy it with the intention of putting it in my bra. No. But I've got one of those, like, what I generally wear is those like crop tops, and they come with padding that you can take out. So then you've got like a little pocket.
Handy crystal pocket.
Yeah. So they tend to just sit like between my boobs, so you can't see them under clothes. No. Although they do jangle around a little bit.
Yeah.
But that's my new. So I've been doing that. I mean, obviously, I haven't got a job, so it's not. Well, I say it's not been successful. One of my things when I go for interviews is that I'm always saying this or something better, and like if this job is meant for me. So it's not that they haven't worked; it's that actually they're guiding me towards the right one. Yes. I shall have these in my bra tomorrow.
Yes,
for my interview.
Yeah.
And I generally keep them in a pot all together. So then it's a bit easier to be like, right,
take out what you need.
Then you don't lose them, and also then I just put that pot on the windowsill.
Yeah. And they can charge in the sun if you need to.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, we've got little hands that like to touch things that don't belong to them. So that's kind of why I've kept them hidden.
Yeah.
Hence the fact that I have 2 black tourmaline now instead of 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. What I went to say, actually, I can't remember. Did you come to Bolton on the Water the other year when we went for Mum's birthday?
No, I don't think I did.
They have got an amazing crystal shop.
Have they?
It's tiny, but they have got so many crystals. Oh, I spent a long time in there perusing. It was really good.
That's interesting.
It's a lovely little shop.
I do try and. I mean, it's really difficult, but I do try and at least buy from someone that says they're ethically sourced, and not like, you know.
Yeah. It's not like a. I think they probably are.
Yeah.
There's a lady on TikTok that I see coming up every now and then, and she makes. I'm not entirely sure what they are, but they're little jars, and people will say this is what I need it for, and she'll put crystals and sort of things in it. But she always starts her videos saying, all of my crystals are ethically sourced.
Yeah, I mean, I guess in theory anybody can say that, but I think at least if somebody says that.
Yeah.
I buy some of mine from a guy online who is called Canny Crystals, because he's from Newcastle. But I might need to take a trip to Bolton on the Water, because actually Dad, when Mum and Dad went to Weston, Dad came back and was like, "Oh, we saw a really nice crystal shop that you'd love."
That's okay.
Yeah, well, he knows, and incense, and all the things I love.
Yeah.
So definitely on the crystal.
Yeah, I'm going to try and regain a little bit of my crystal.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's no harm in them. You're not spending hundreds of pounds. Well, you might, if you've got loads, you might spend hundreds of pounds. It's like you're not spending hundreds and hundreds of pounds, and actually, like, they're nice to have. They look pretty. Like, it doesn't matter. It's not like you're basing your entire life on a crystal.
No, it's nice to have something to believe in, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. So the other thing also that I have tried to get into, and I'm struggling a little bit with it, but every now and then I keep coming back to it, are my angel cards as well.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so I do angel readings for myself every now and then.
Nice.
And then Piers actually likes to have an angel reading. It's not an issue. The only thing that I find with it is you have to clear your mind and focus on the cards.
Yeah.
Because the idea is that it's your angel guide.
Yes.
It's bringing you the cards that you need.
Yes.
And the messages that you need.
Yeah.
So you need to tap into your angel guide.
Angels, yeah.
So it means you need to clear your mind, focus on your angel guide, tap into them. And that's where I struggle.
Tapping into your angel guide.
Clearing my mind. Because my mind is just full of junk. It's literally impossible for me to get my mind clear of anything.
Is it?
Yes, because I'll be, shutting my eyes, focusing, and I'll be thinking, clear your mind. And then I'll be thinking to myself about having a conversation about telling somebody that I really struggle to clear my mind. And then I just go off on a tangent. I find it really, really difficult.
Okay. I mean, I suppose though it's not necessarily about clearing your mind, But if you're trying to say, like, pretend it's a conversation, like pretend you're having that conversation with your angel.
Can't do it.
I think maybe angel guides aren't your thing then.
No.
Maybe you need to try something different, like tarot. I don't have angel cards. I have a tarot deck.
Yeah.
I mean, I love, you know me. I love tarot. I'm obsessed with it. Like, not to the point where I let it rule my life, but if I'm out anywhere and I see a tarot reader, there's a good chance I'm going to get a tarot reading.
You used to go to that same lady every year, didn't you?
Yes. Yeah. There was a lady that used to do Bunkfest, and then she stopped going to Bunkfest, but she was local. She was from Reading, so I've had readings with her after Bunkfest. But yeah, so it's not something I do regularly, and like would go and have done regularly anymore. But yeah, if I'm out anywhere and I can't resist a tarot reading, I think it's just a bit of fun. Like, you know, sometimes I don't know. The only thing is, I often forget what they say. And I know we've been before where we wrote down stuff, but I often forget stuff. I do, however, think that that's also a bit, what's the word? Like, that's interesting in itself, because I think...
the forgetting.
Yeah, because I think there are some things maybe that you don't need to, like, I feel like I remember, exactly. My brain remembers what it needs to remember.
Yeah.
So if I'm not recording it and I'm not writing it down, then that's what's meant to be.
Yeah.
You know,
like, I'm
remembering what I need to remember from it. So
exactly.
I kind of do look at it a little bit in that way.
Yeah.
But with my deck, I will often do like a daily, what do I need to know today? And I just pick one card.
Yeah.
And then it's often just like, the book I've got is very, very, like, it's a really basic explanation of what it is. And I find that helpful. Like, it's not an in-depth, massive thing. It's just like this is what I need to know today. Okay, that's helpful.
Yeah.
And maybe it's, you know, something I need just to give me a bit of a pep. Or
Yeah. Again, it's like giving you that little bit of belief in something, isn't it? Because the angel cards are very similar. So when I tend to do mine, it's a 3 deck. I'm just trying to remind myself, I can't remember. So I tend to do a 3.
What, like past, present,
spread.
future?
Well, no, it's one is your strength.
Okay.
One is a blessing that you're carrying.
Okay.
And one is a challenge.
Oh, okay.
So you just, and again, you can do a daily card. Same thing. Pick a card.
Pick one card.
This is, you know, just a guidance for the day. Or you do your 3 card. So you can do 3 or 9.
Yeah, I mean,
I've never done a 9.
No, I mean, but also the 9 card ones are ones that you might do every like 6 months or like once a year or something, because they cover they're supposed to cover obviously a lot more, aren't they?
Yeah, and it's really like, it's a bit confused. The 9 is
because
like,
you have to read it in multiple directions.
Yeah. So I think the angels and the tarots are very similar in the way that you read them, because this is you read across, then you read down, then you read diagonally. 9. So I don't bother with that.
No,
I just do the 3.
I often don't.
Yeah, it is quite interesting. I do find that it often does, like, I think, oh, actually, that's quite true.
Yeah,
at the moment, I do feel it's meaningful.
Yeah, and
even if I'm not tapping in properly,
I think, again, it's one of those things that, like, it's not hurting anybody.
No.
You know, it's not spending like hundreds and hundreds of pounds on it.
Yeah.
And even if I get something that's vaguely useful, I'm like, what's the problem? I know some people are just like, it's a load of shit.
Yeah.
Fine. Yeah, I'm not making you get a tarot reading.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not going to give you one.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to go and do it. I just think if it's something that, helps you in any way.
Yeah. Because I also follow a lady on Instagram called Katie Sloan. She's like a spiritual mentor and Reiki master and all this sort of stuff.
Ooh, Reiki.
She's got quite a
bit of Reiki.
few like famous people that she knows.
Yeah.
And she's got a book which I also bought.
Yeah.
That helps you.
Oh, sorry, they're Kyle Gray.
Yes.
So I follow him on Instagram.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know he was on Instagram. Maybe
he's on Instagram. Yeah.
Maybe I should follow him.
Yeah. Actually, his handle is his name.
Oh, I'll have a look. Yeah.
Actually, sorry, I think his mum was a medium.
Oh, right.
And he started having, I don't know what the word is, but from a really young age, like when he was a teenager.
Oh, I think I read up on
when he was doing readings for people.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, just noticed that.
Yeah. So I'm trying to tap into my angels, and again, I probably got to like page 3. In fact, I probably didn't even get past the introduction.
Is it? Yeah, I mean that's quite a hefty book, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's
it's on lots of different things.
Yeah, I mean it's like it's different, your different angels and what they do, and so again, now I'm feeling a little bit more like this year. I feel a bit more open, to things. Maybe, I'm gonna start trying to tap into that. Tapping into my celestial goddess.
Tapping into your celestial goddess.
Yeah.
What's she called?
Well, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Well, have a think.
Oh, I might. Yeah, but I might have one.
Greta.
Well, I might have one. As in, there might
Monica.
be somebody that I like.
Just making up
the
names.
angel Michael or Gabriel.
Yeah.
Gabriel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
I mean, on the Reiki thing. Obviously, I'm a level 2 Reiki. Technically, could be a practitioner.
Yeah.
And it's something that I kind of dip in and out of, and that's one of the things this year that I thought I really should kind of get back into doing that. And I hadn't really ever. I mean, I'd done it on other. I generally had just used it on myself and not massively done it on other people. But because again, lots of people are just like, it's a load of rubbish. You're just putting your hands on or near someone and not. But I think if it helps somebody relax, it's not going to cure cancer.
No.
But I think it's more about the relaxation of, and transferring energy.
Yeah, like if it makes you feel better.
Yeah.
Then that's all good.
Yeah.
Not hurting anyone. Just sort of digressing slightly off of the tarot, and you had your aura done, didn't you, when you went to Salem?
I did. So obviously, love a tarot, always up for tarot. When I went to Boston, I did a day trip to Salem, which is like an hour on the train up from Boston. And so obviously Salem, witch trials, lots of witches walking around, loads of witchy shops and some tarot. And originally I was like, I said to Ginny, my friend who I was going to see out there, I was like, I'm going to go and get my tarot reading done. She was like, amazing. And so I got there and I was walking down from the train station and I saw a shop that was advertising aura readings. And I've never had an aura reading. No. So I was like, oh my God, I've got to have an aura reading. So I booked in for that. And you sit in like what's like a photo booth, essentially. And you face the camera, but where you sit, you put your hands on these like plates that are a bit like what they're actually a bit like is weighing scales where it does your body fat, and you've got like the metal, and you have to have like skin on contact. So I guess it's like it's like your electromagnetic current or something. Yeah. So it will send it up, and then it'll highlight this or a thing. So anyway, I had my picture done, and the lady was lovely. She was like, I'm going to take your picture. You can basically, just relax, make sure they're in contact. You can do whatever you like. You can smile, you can So I think it's like a 15-second exposure, and obviously me. In every single photo, I've got my eyes shut, like without fail. Yeah. It's like a thing. So I thought, well, if my eyes are going to be closed, they're going to be closed anyway, so I might as well just close my eyes. So I just sat there and I purposefully closed my eyes. So she took the picture, and it's basically like a Polaroid. And when it came back, she talked it through with me. And so mine had like all of the colours in it around you, and the colour and the position of it means certain things. So like obviously there's like almost like a chakra points. There's like ones around your head, like literally all around you. And I can't remember. But some of it's like how you are at the moment, and then how you'll be in the future. And I can't. A bit like with the tarot, I didn't write it down. I can't remember exactly what she said. It was like 15 minutes, and because there were so many colours, there was a lot going on. But one of the things at the time, it was not long after I'd been made redundant, and one of the things that she said is that, like, you're in a period of growth and change, and because it was like a green colour, which obviously is like makes sense for it to be like towards growth. But she said because it's like a bright green rather than like a muddy green, she was like, it's all really positive. And so I can't remember a lot of the other stuff, but in theory I can look up online, what does the colour mean, and what does the position mean. But for me, that felt really good and positive at a time when I you know, wasn't feeling it. So it was like, you know, it was good. I thought it was really good. I've even thought recently, like, oh, why don't I have this thing of like, I want to open a shop that sells crystals and incense.
Yeah.
And then I'll get an aura reading booth.
Yeah.
And I'll learn how to do aura readings. I just think that'd be so cool.
It would be amazing.
I don't know if one could handle that, but I would love to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I mean, it was 40 quid. So, you know, somebody might say it's a waste of 40 quid, but, you know, I didn't spend 40 quid in the pub. I went and had an aura reading and I enjoyed it and found it helpful.
Yeah.
And I've got this, and I've got, it's like a memory. I've got this on my fridge and it, you know, I think it's cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'd recommend getting an aura reading.
We need to look into that then, don't we, really?
Yeah.
I think we can.
It's not something that I don't really remember. I don't know that I've ever seen a lot of it in this country. I mean, people obviously do it, but and I think it's that snapshot in time of your aura. So obviously it changes. Yeah. And I did think, oh, what if it looks? What if everyone's looks the same? But I looked on there. They've got an Instagram.
Yeah.
An Instagram site, and they've got pictures of people's pictures. Yeah. And so, like one person, her aura was all blue, and other people have got like two colours, or you know, so it's like and it can change. So in 6 months' time or a year's time, my reading could be completely different. And I just think that's really interesting. Yeah,
actually it would be really interesting to do it again.
Yeah.
To compare it to see what it is like.
Especially after a situation has, like, there's been a change in the situation. So obviously, while things are still pretty much the same, I wouldn't do it. But you know, like I think so I think in you know after like 6 months or something, like in the summer or something, it'd be really cool to
get it
to see again. what it.
You just have to take a trip to Boston, go back.
And there is that, yeah, or maybe find somewhere. But
because it's really interesting, isn't it? Like we've said, it's like having something to believe in. We won't touch on this now a lot. Well, we won't touch on it at all. But we're not religious,
no,
so we don't have that belief, and something to look to. I mean, I am a bit like. I don't know what the word is.
It's more spiritual. Yeah, it's like open to other things.
Yeah,
like there's something bigger going on in the universe.
Yeah, basic with my spirituality, like the magpies. Like I get really cross if I see one magpie.
Yeah,
and if I see two, it's
amazing. Yeah,
you know, because obviously we've had a really both of us. The start of the year has been a bit crappy.
Yeah,
and I kept thinking, and I kept seeing one magpie all the time.
Yeah.
And I was like, God, this is just ridiculous. Every week, same thing. Walking through the park to go to town, I would always see one magpie.
Yeah. You'd be like, you fucker.
Yeah, exactly. Not so.
Where's Mrs. Magpie?
Sticking us up, going, come on, there's always two.
Yeah.
There is always two magpies.
You just don't see them.
Yeah. And I'm like, there is one. It's just hiding purposely.
Yeah. And I also don't care about anything beyond two.
No.
I don't care if there's a girl.
It's interesting to know what's going on, because I'd always count them and do the little rhyme.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean anything. So it's one or two.
Yeah, like silver or gold. Who cares?
Yeah, exactly.
What does that mean?
Yeah. But then obviously we had a little bit of a tiny bit of good news.
Yeah.
And I saw two magpies.
Yeah.
The same day. And I'm like, it's true.
Yeah.
So I'm a little bit basic with my spirituality in that respect. You know, and I do like things like seeing a robin. I love seeing a robin. Okay. I always think that a robin is somebody past come to see me.
Yeah, I think that's very common, isn't it?
Yeah.
But some people hate seeing robins.
Yes.
Because of
what it means.
Yeah.
Whereas I like it. I love seeing a robin in the garden.
Yeah.
And white feathers. Like I'm definitely like white feather. It just means something to me.
Yeah. I mean, actually, that just reminded me. Do you remember? I think it was it after Nanny died, and we saw that butterfly? You won't. Do you not remember?
No. Where
I think I don't know. No, I thought we were at mine, and it landed. Did it land on me? There was something with a butterfly, and it was like a very poignant, and it was just. We weren't like, oh my God, but it was just like it was nice, and it was a comforting thing. It was a comforting thing, and I think if you're not like, you're not basing your entire life on it or relying on it. But I think if it's just something you can, just a tiny thing that you can take just to give you a bit of happiness or a bit of a pep if you need it, then I think that's a good thing. Like, it's nice to have things that make you smile. And I know if you're feeling a bit shit,
everything's open to interpretation,
of course,
down to how you individually view that. But like you say, if
you're just using it for you,
exactly.
You're not like
not basing my whole life
telling other people to.
I'm not saying that that's my nan really as a butterfly.
I mean, maybe.
Well, it might have been, but it's just more the fact that it was. That just the thing. I mean, like, and obviously the horoscopes thing for me. Is another thing. Like, as I said, our year's not been great so far, unfortunately. Only 4 weeks into the bloody year, but Piers and I do read our horoscopes every Sunday now, because the start of the year he read his horoscopes and it was like scarily accurate. So now, and it was in the Sun. And so now
in the Sun. Do you read the Sun?
No, I think it was.
Was it online?
No. I think his mum had the Sun. Or something. It was in the supplement, so he'd read it. And it was scarily accurate. So now, every Sunday, we have to read our horoscopes, and it's got to be in the Sun. It can't be anywhere else.
Right.
So we're now like...
Now you're a bit superstitious.
A little bit superstitious.
Yeah.
And in the past few weeks, again, I think people say, oh, it's open to interpretation. It could be the same for anybody.
But that's fine.
But actually, for him, a few weeks have been quite relevant, accurate in what they're saying. Yes, it's quite broad. But for so
yeah. I mean, it's not. I think you. And again, I don't see an issue with this, but you will often, maybe you're looking or using those things more when times are hard. Fine.
Yeah.
Like that's when you need those something.
That belief.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
No.
But I would have a tarot reading, or I would, do crystals and stuff. Even when things were good. But I think that's only natural. But then that's the same as, and we're not going to talk about that, but that's the same as religion. Because when people are, in times of crisis, that's when they would. And so it's like that's what's the word? Alternative. Spiritual,
absolutely.
The universe is a big place. We don't know everything about everything.
Yeah.
So
I mean, the one thing that we do slightly disagree on in this relation is the manifestation, isn't it?
Yes, you're not.
I'm not a manifester.
You don't like.
For me, see, that's weird, isn't it? Because I will believe in a magpie.
Yeah,
is going to give me good luck, but I can't believe that you can manifest. Your own luck. Or or things. And again, I don't know if it's because of this thing where I can't clear my head enough to think about manifesting something.
I
can't get my head around it.
No, I think so. I gave you the book. I gave you the magic.
I did it.
I think it is that. I think the trouble with it's not. You could. It is it's a practice that you build into your life, essentially. Those books are good for that reason, I think, because they help you get into a bit of a daily practice. The magic one is a bit it's long-winded in what you have to do every day.
And if you don't do it on one day, you have to go back to the start.
I know, that's a lot. However, I did that one. I did the magic.
All the way through?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And so part one of it was like I'd written a specific salary amount, like an increase that I wanted to get, and I did get it. And somebody might be like, "Well, you would have got it anyway." Well, I might have got it anyway, but the fact is that I had that on a list. I had a specific amount of money that was a slightly obscure amount, and I got it. So I did a different book recently, and it's called Positively Wealthy, but it's not about getting rich. It's about being wealthy in all aspects of your life, basically. And that one is it's like 33-day practice again. But what you need to do every day is a lot shorter, and a lot of it is around not just like you don't just wish for things, but you actually create actions in yourself to manifest things. So it's not like, oh, I'm just going to sit back and someone's going to give me a job or give me this and give me that, but it's about getting you to think, okay, if this is what I want to manifest, what do I need to do in order to do that? And also, one of the really important things is about being able to like remove any attachment to an outcome. So you're not like, this has got to happen or I'm going to be miserable. It's more like, I'd quite like this, but do you know what? If that doesn't happen, that's okay. And actually that what you might be wanting to manifest might not be right for you. So if that doesn't happen, it's not like a bad thing. It's just be like, the universe has other things in store for you. And I think often things like, obviously, like making, being made redundant or, or relationships ending, at the time you're like, oh my God, it's the worst thing in the world. And then 6 months down the line, you're like, actually, that was a good thing. So it's about that thing of like, sometimes what you think you want isn't necessarily what's best for you, and about having gratitude for what you do have. Like that's a massive part of manifestation, is like, okay, I need to like, the money I have got, it's not about getting more money. It's about, the money I have got, I'm using it wisely. I'm spending it. I'm spending it, because there's a thing about, if you want to manifest more money and you're stingy, why will the universe give you more money? Because you don't spend what you've got. It's a really so it's,
why do you need more money?
Why do you need more money? Because you're not spending what you've got, or you're spending it on.
Or if you're flippantly spending money, then you don't need more money.
It's a really it's that kind of mindset around.
I suppose it's also, it's delivering you to the place you need to be, not necessarily in the way that you think you should be there.
Exactly.
Whatever's happening to you is happening for a reason.
Yes.
Those diversions. Yes. It's not always a straight path.
Exactly.
Diversions are there because they're meant, that's meant to be happening.
Yeah. And I'm not I don't like that. I don't like the phrase everything happens for a reason. So I'm like, there's definitely not a reason that a lot of things happen in the world.
Yeah.
However, I do think that what you've said is exactly true. It's like, you in your mind, you might think you want to go from A to B, but actually what makes you, stronger, or, makes you increase your knowledge and understanding and happier is actually going a different route. I think everyone could probably find an example of that, where they've wanted something and they haven't got it, but actually they've been just as happy or happier. And so that's why I go into things being like this or something better, and like, I can't necessarily always see the outcome or what's going to happen, but you kind of have to trust a little bit that. And again, it's not like I'm just going to blindly, the universe is going to
give you all the answers,
me out. That you have to be like, there's moderation in it. But I think sometimes when you're unhappy with things that happen or decisions, being able to take a step back and say, okay, I might not be able to see the bigger picture now, but this in this moment in time, this too shall pass. Is whether that's happy or happiness or sadness or anything. But that's just made me think. So one of the bits in the book was about opening up, like asking the universe for answers. Sometimes when you've got, like for me, sometimes if I've got to make a decision about something, I flip a coin. And actually the act of flipping a coin, if you're disappointed, you're like, okay. So it's not that you actually follow what the coin says. Yeah. But if you're disappointed with what it says, then you know. So it's the right thing. It's a little tip. Yeah. So one of the things in this book was about asking the universe a question. But like, so you say, should I, if I should do something, show me a, something. That's a really terrible explanation. But the idea is that you pick something that you wouldn't see, obviously. So you wouldn't pick like a blue car, but it would be like, if I should quit my job, show me, a yellow apple. Yeah. Right? Yeah. So it's something you wouldn't normally see. And then, whether it's that day or the next day or, then things can happen. And it's like, there's quite a lot of, obviously it's all anecdotal. There's nothing what's in it. So I did that towards the end of last year, and I asked the universe a question, and I said, my thing was seeing a green elephant.
Right.
So I'm like,
Random
massively, randomly. So I did it in the morning. I took Nyla for a walk, and I was walking past one of the churches in town, and on their poster board, they were advertising like a kids thing, and there was an elephant on the poster. Okay, and I was like, is that green, or has it faded in the sun?
Yeah.
You know, I was a bit like, oh, I can't really know. So in the book, it says if if you're not sure or something, then you ask the question again.
With the same answer.
You ask the same thing, but I said the same question. I said, show me a bright green elephant.
Right. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
And so I went off and I walked I think I went into town at lunchtime, and I was walking back home, and in a shop in town was a ceramic bright green elephant. Now, somebody could say, oh, well, you've probably walked past that
and saw it,
and you've seen it already. But I didn't. But subconsciously, whether I did it subconsciously or not, like, it doesn't matter.
No.
But the fact is that I had an answer to something that I'd been struggling with for a while, and it wasn't necessarily the answer that I wanted. It gave me a bit of peace, so I could let go. And so it's like, I don't care if I subconsciously was like, oh, well, that there's a green elephant in that shop. To me, it doesn't matter. But like, I then had peace with something. So who cares? Like, it helped me. So I actually quite like that method of doing things, because if you say, like, it's the idea is it's got to be something obscure. It could be like a purple star, or a pink monkey, or So I love a bit of weird stuff that a lot of people are like, what have I been talking about?
Shall we do a little reading for each other then?
Yeah. Who's going to go first?
Shall we do?
So it's you.
So I've got my angel card,
and I've got my tarot.
Yeah. And then when we've done these, I've just actually got our not our horoscopes.
Okay.
But for our star signs.
Yeah.
We're just going to have a little read and tell us what our personality types, what they say a personality type is, and what your sort of traits are. Of that, and we can just
because I think the interesting thing, because obviously horoscopes is literally like the day you were born, but then if you delve into that more and you look at like your moon sign,
and your rising signs,
signs and your moon signs, and which is based more on your date of birth, so I think those, because obviously lots of people are like, well, there's millions of people that are all born on that day, and you can't all have the same horoscope. So I think using the date of birth stuff is quite interesting. But actually I think it's my moon sign. Because if you do if you do new moon and full moon manifestation things, where you write gratitude lists and you burn them and you think, then
Sorry, I was just about to say, we've done that, haven't we?
Yeah, but
you did that a little while ago.
But so I have got a book which is using your moon sign, which is based on your date of birth. No, it's based on your time of birth and your location. So it's where the moon was in relation. It's which horoscope the moon was when you were born.
Right.
But mine is still Leo. And then depending on, so if it's like a full moon in Aries, then it's that could relate. I mean, I can't remember what the exact thing is, but it's like a full moon in Aries for me might relate to my career. So actually, if you were doing a full moon ceremony, then you would maybe do some gratitude stuff. Relate to. So it's kind of like I just find it quite interesting, and I think it's just a bit of fun, and it's just a way of.
We did do that, didn't we? Writing stuff and then burning it.
Yeah.
Did we do that on Mum and Dad's?
Yeah.
We did. We went to Mum and Dad's, didn't we?
Yeah. Why did we do it there?
I don't know.
Why did we do it?
I don't know. Why did we do it there?
I don't know.
Why did we not do it
yours?
Mine?
I don't know. That's weird, isn't it?
That's weird. I don't even remember what I did now. That was ages ago, actually. Thinking about it.
So sometimes you can keep it. You can
no.
Keep it. What was
I know why we did it at Mum and Dad's, because we didn't have the full moon here. You have to do it in the light of the full moon.
Oh.
And we didn't have the moon shining in the garden, so we went to Mum and Dad's and did it in their garden. We're just coming to use the moon.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you mind?
Yeah.
Right, so I think I've shuffled these well
Okay.
enough. So probably same as when you do your
I don't do mine like that.
Don't you?
No.
So what I tend to do is spread them out.
Yeah.
And then I just hold. Again, this doesn't really work for me because I don't think I'm tapping in properly.
Yeah.
Hold your hands over
to see if any of them jump
out at you. If they jump out, like literally, if you're shuffling them and they jump out, that is your card.
Yeah.
You have to pick that one because it's meant to be.
Yeah. Okay.
So hold your hands over. See if any of them are calling to you.
I'm just going to use one hand, actually.
Pick 3 cards out and then lay them 1, 2, 3. I don't think, like tarot, I think you don't have reversed or anything like that. You just lay them face down. That's it. I think it's just the way they're just angels.
They're just angels.
They're not reversed or whatever.
They're not devils.
Okay. So let's get rid of these from your deck. So you have picked these 3.
Yeah.
So your card here on the left hand side, so this is your card 1. It represents the strengths that you have at this time in your life and or what's in your favor in the current situation.
Okay.
So that is
clear, cancel and release.
Clear, cancel and release. So clear, here we go. Clear, cancel and release. So this says this is your message for this card. So this is your strength that you have at this time, or what is in your favour in your current situation. So you're being guided to clear your life and energy of any negative or challenging people, situations or events.
Oh, yeah.
It's time to release any old ideas, negative thought patterns, or even sarcastic comments you may be using to put yourself down. Angel wisdom wants you to recognise and realise the power of your words, thoughts and intentions. If you are saying something, even jokingly, about yourself that might have a negative effect on you, or express something you wish wasn't real, you're being encouraged to be more loving towards yourself. Angels are guiding you to be clear, cancel and release anything you no longer want or need in order to make room for love, positivity and peace.
Cool. Okay. Thanks.
Right. So your next card is a blessing. So a blessing you carry in your soul and how these are aligned. Blessing you carry in your heart, and how these are aligned with your soul.
Okay.
So this is a blessing.
Honesty and communication. So we need a bit of communication for the interview tomorrow. So
that might be a blessing. So your blessing might be that you've got.
I can actually talk without
finish a sentence.
Or finish a sentence. Not garble up a load of rubbish.
You're being given an opportunity to speak your truth. You have reached a point on your journey where you must be honest with yourself and those around you.
Okay.
If you're holding anything in or feel you need to share something in order to feel free, know that your angel guide is encouraging you to act on this now. When you share your feelings and speak truthfully, you draw the support and light of the universe into your heart. If you are in a challenging position and find it difficult communicating what is in your heart, call in angels and ask them to support you. They want you to know that when you speak with honesty, you attract experiences that lovingly reflect who you really are.
Okay.
So
that's a good one.
That was a blessing that you carry in your heart, honesty and communication. So actually that doesn't really relate much to a job interview, does it?
No.
That's more on a personal
level.
Now this is a challenge. So the part of your life or guidance you must focus on in order to achieve your goals or the peace you are asking for.
Okay.
So this could be quite a relevant one.
Intuition and downloads.
Intuition and downloads. Hearing high-pitched noises, seeing flickers of light, and having the sense that beings are visiting you in your sleep are all signs that you are receiving downloads from heaven.
Ooh.
Have you seen any high-pitched noises or...
Seen any high-pitched noises?
No, I haven't. High-pitched noises or flickering lights?
I don't think so.
No senses that anybody's been visiting you in the night?
Not in the... No.
No? Okay. It might come.
I know.
When you draw this card, your angels want you to know that the feelings you're having and the intuitive urges that you have been feeling are divinely inspired. Okay. If you feel that you have been having psychic insights into a particular situation and have been wondering if you can trust them, this card is reassuring you that they are indeed correct. This is a time when you are able to see, hear and feel beyond the human senses. Your intuition is becoming stronger and you are in touch with the angels, guides and other divine beings who are encouraging your growth and connection to the universe.
I like he does like a really good explanation of these cards. like it's quite in depth.
And then there is actually an extended message on each as well.
Oh,
which
is
I
there?
haven't gone into.
No, because I think I need to get a new. I think I need to get a better tarot book.
Yeah.
For mine.
We could always Google it. We could always Google the what's it, couldn't we?
So you can shuffle the deck.
Okay.
Ones that are upside down are upside down.
Yes.
I don't. So some people split a pack and then make them upside down, but I don't do that.
Okay,
I keep mine all in one.
But if you shuffle them and they go upside down.
If you shuffle them and they go upside down,
yeah.
And again, if one's come out,
that's yours.
Then that's yours.
And do you do it? Do I draw? Do I just?
You can just
lay 3.
You can either just top. You can do what you like. Well, it's like it's you. It's what you want to do.
Yeah, okay.
If I'm just doing one card, I'll often just take the top card. But it's your.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be like, oh, if you only take the top 3, that's not going to be.
I think I'm going to split it.
Yeah. Okay. So the center card is representing the present. The left card is representing the past, and so the idea is that you start with the center, so the present. Okay. So you turn it,
not flip it.
Yeah.
Oh, who's that?
So they are the pentagrams.
This looks like babushka in her. Is it a 5 of pentagrams?
Yeah.
Or pentacles?
Pentacles. The pentagram is in the pentacle. This is interesting. This is interesting. So pentacles.
Yeah.
So the suit of pentacles is associated with the element of earth, representing prosperity, health, security, and stability. Pentacles deal with tangible worldly possessions. Money may be the first thing that comes to mind in pentacle, but the cards can also refer to health. So the 5 of pentacles, the 5 is symbolic of financial hardship and feeling isolated. Although it is traumatic, it is only temporary. So which is accurate at the moment.
Yeah.
So this is the present. So if we go to the past, we've got the hanged man, but he's upside down. So let's have a little look. So
this is past.
Yeah, this is past. So the hanged man in the right way around.
Yeah.
The hanged man is hanging upside down from a live tree, gaining a different perspective of the world. He's not suffering, but is rather calm and observant. The hanged man indicates the need to pause, look round, and be willing to surrender to new ideas. So, but if it's the reverse...
Does it not tell you what it is reversed?
No.
Should we Google it?
Not this book. Yeah.
Should we Google it?
Not so calm, but it could be. So if you do it like a literal, so this is your past anyway. So it could be like where the right way around is calm and observant, then maybe your past has been a bit hectic.
Oh, that's quite interesting. But does it tell you? So in the reverse position, the hangman signifies acceptance in health matters.
Okay, which is quite accurate.
Yeah. Suggests that resisting the current health situation is a source of frustration, so that it encourages adaptive approach to health, living in the present moment, letting go of ideas.
So that would make sense as in the past for you.
Yes.
Again, wouldn't it?
So letting go of idealized expectations regarding health conditions. Yeah, definitely.
Fairly accurate.
Yes,
absolutely. Well, very accurate. Yeah. Because if I had that card, it would be like, well, that doesn't really, that doesn't relate to me. And my past.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
all right. Okay. So let's look at the future. Queen of Cups. So in general, the suit of cups is associated with the element of water, representing emotions, feelings, and relationships. Cups indicate what is happening in the heart rather than the head. Queen, let's have a look. Queen. And she's up the right way.
Yeah.
So
she's sat on her throne.
The Queen is caring and compassionate. She's sensitive to others' feelings and has a trustworthy intuition. Don't really know how that relates to. Let's have a look to see if there's a more detailed
Queen
of Cups. Yata. Okay. Yeah, I think I need to get a book. Queen of Cups reminds us to treat ourselves and others with compassion and sympathy. She encourages us to embrace our emotions and express them authentically. This card also highlights the importance of self-care and nurturing our own emotional well-being.
In the
future. So that's quite interesting. I think probably you, which is I would say quite common for a lot of women and mothers, is that you're very busy looking after other people. Often we'll put other people first, and so maybe this is like a bit of a encouraging you to and I suppose with time things change anyway, but like maybe that's a bit of a nod to you to like
look after yourself
and
others.
And put your well-being.
Yeah, see, I think I like tarot more than I like angel cards.
Do you?
Yeah. Might get myself some tarot cards.
Well, yeah. So I mean, yeah. These are just a classic set, because you can even get like some like that are slightly different. But anyway, I just really like them. Yeah, I think they're fun.
In the spirit of not spending any money this year on things I don't need, I'm going to go and get myself some tarot cards.
But what if somebody bought some for you as a present? Actually, I think you're supposed to buy your own. The thing about tarot cards.
Aren't you supposed to wrap them in something as well? Aren't you
Well,
supposed to keep them wrapped in...
You're supposed to put them
in silk or something.
Well, I think you're not... Yeah, you're not supposed to have them loose, but you're supposed to protect them.
Yeah. Right, so let's do our little horoscope traits now. Why don't you read me?
Okay.
And I'll read you.
I won't read like
no, don't read all
verbatim.
Of it. Yeah. Because actually, I have had a little read of this through, and I thought it was quite accurate for me. And actually, you were saying about like the rising signs and stuff. 2 of my friends are Capricorns.
Oh, okay.
And I feel like a lot of it is quite true for them as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Capricorns want to be respected. They don't want to be admired, but they want to be respected. They don't care to be the centre of attention. They like to prove feel like they need to prove their own abilities to themselves. Yeah?
Yeah.
Plough through adversity with blinders on until they reach success.
There's a couple of things that I thought were quite accurate.
Masters of discipline?
No, I mean, not really. In certain aspects, I can be.
They can be so absorbed in their own internal monologue that it becomes impossible to get them to look away from themselves.
Yes, that is absolutely.
Do you think?
Yes.
I mean, you talking about your internal monologue actually is...
Yeah. But also, I'm quite like, I am very much thinking, my way's the right way.
Right, yeah, okay. Their drive to succeed is a reflection of their fear of failure. The most stressful time in a Capricorn's life is when they question their own authority.
There was something quite interesting about, what was it? Something about...
They can be deeply emotional under the glossy veneer of adulting.
There was something...
I mean, I don't know if it's just because of like the fact that you are like a wife and a mother, and I'm like dog mum. Even though you're not that much older than me, I always do. I feel like you're like the adult of us.
Whereas I don't feel like that at all.
That I'm still a child.
Yeah. There is something... Oh, what was it? What did it say? Because there was something it said about... I was an adult, like it says, full-grown adult from the age of 6, which I don't kind of agree with.
A responsible friend, yeah. Motivated by duty, yeah.
I thought a lot of
Takes a while to warm up to people, yes.
Yes. There was something where it said about... Oh, what was it? Not about being a workaholic.
Well, there is a workaholic.
Oh, this is it. Sorry. Capricorns are constantly competing with themselves.
Right.
So they do not want praise, though.
Yeah, no, an acknowledgement of a job well done.
Oh, no, they do want praise. Yeah. Sorry, they do want praise. Praise is a simple... I literally am the biggest kid when it comes to...
You need someone to say well done.
Yes.
Yeah.
Completely, all the time. That's why I do all of the Garmin challenges and all of the Strava challenges, because I like getting a badge that says, well done, you've done your 5K.
You want a biscuit and a medal.
Yeah, exactly. And actually, Lily, and she would agree with me, is very much the same.
Yeah.
If you praise her, it gives her that encouragement to do more and be better.
Yeah.
So she's not a Capricorn, still that trait for her, I think, is very true.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I thought that was quite interesting.
What about me then?
So yours, you exude warmth and creativity.
I mean, I don't think that's necessarily true.
See, I've read this, and this is not you at all.
No.
Other than one section.
I mean, I would say I'm warm with people I know.
Yeah.
But if you don't know me,
no.
You know, you probably think I'm a cold fish.
Yeah, so this is a bit vain, absolutely not. A really big personality, absolutely not. Wants to stand out, absolutely not.
No.
Interested in luxury, absolutely not.
No.
None of that is you.
No, I've got lion's hair.
Yeah, but it does say Leos are bold, warm and loving. Ultimate performers, no. And you have the charisma of a politician with a captivating personality.
No, I don't agree with that.
No matter how quickly they've been introduced to a topic, they can speak eloquently about almost anything because they have such a way with words.
No. Has anyone ever been fluffing my lines and absolutely talking gibberish?
Yeah, I'm not sure about this one. What do Leos hate? This is quite good. This one might be.
Okay.
Leos hate being bossed around. They're very much in charge of their own destiny. I think that's very true.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, I'll do what I'm told.
Yeah.
if by a boss.
Yeah, because their sense of honour is so intense, Leos hold both themselves and others to a very high standard. They can feel deeply wounded when someone breaks that code.
I mean, yeah, that's probably true, but I think I would say I'm not like judgmental, and I don't, you could pretty much kill someone and I would still love you.
Yeah, there is this is quite interesting. Again, this is not you at all. There is an ingrained need for everyone to acknowledge and validate their existence. This can lead to what can be labelled as narcissistic or absolutist behaviour. The borders on the absurd.
Oh gosh, that's
quite an intense. I will say though,
gosh,
we do know another Leo.
Do we?
Yes. No, not the one you're thinking. I don't think that's the one you're thinking. Okay. I don't think it's the one you're thinking of.
Okay. Is it like them?
Yes, very much so. It's not me. I know I was pointing to me, but it's not me. Because I'm not a Leo.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Oh, is that who you were thinking of? I thought you were thinking of somebody else.
No.
Yes.
Some of those elements I would
absolutely
say.
Yeah. But this is I think this is you. As friends, Leos are attentive, loyal, and generous.
Yeah.
They always feel the need to give more than they receive. As one of the most playful and luxury-loving signs, they treat you the way they treat themselves and will spontaneously do nice things for you just because they feel like it. This is you all over, I think.
And actually, like, acts of service is definitely my love language.
Yeah.
So
if you give a Leo a reason to feel special, they will shower you with the same attention, affection, and praise. Yeah. Friendship means everything to them, and if you have a problem, they will drop everything to come and help you. Yeah. That's complete. That's the only thing.
Yes, you. Yeah. Oh well, I mean, if that's the only thing. No, yeah, exactly. If that's the only thing, I'll take that. I'm happy with that.
Yeah. But it does say, if you hurt a Leo's feelings or make you very aware of it with a silent treatment, they can be vindictive and hold on to resentment for a long time.
Yeah.
Even if you made them mad 5 years ago, they'll still remember it.
15.
And they'll remember it.
20.
And they'll remember it the way they want to remember it. They'll hold on to their version of the story. They'll just have to accept that this is their way of forgiving you.
Okay. Yeah, then no, that's absolutely true. Yeah. I silent treatment. In the past, that absolutely would have been my thing. I try not to do that anymore because it's not helpful. But I can hold a grudge. Yeah.
Interesting, isn't
it?
Really,
really interesting. Yeah. So actually we're very similar on lots of things. Yeah. Except the manifestation.
Yeah, except the manifestation. I mean, in that it's not anything that I would maybe actively try and do it one way because I just can't get my head around it. But yeah.
And maybe the magic wasn't the best one to try. No. But maybe I could give you the positively wealthy one.
Yeah.
Just to give that one a go because I think that is a lot more palatable and less burdensome.
Yeah.
As a
task.
Or you just write 3 things that you're grateful for in the morning and then some other little bit. So I think that one's quite a nice one, I think.
And actually, yes, I think that will be a bit better for me because I have managed to journal very nearly every day.
Well done.
This one
would be a breeze then.
Yeah, which was on my intention. So I have managed to journal just a little bit, sometimes a lot more, but sometimes, every day. Maybe try that.
Cool. So I better go and get my crystals ready and,
get them
charged up and where I can find them for tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Pop one in your bra.
2.
You put 2 in your bra?
Put them both in.
Those 2?
Yeah. So
yeah, you need to be careful when you put that great big one because it might be a big,
what do you mean?
Nipple poking out.
Like a big nipple. Big pointy nipple.
Yeah.
Right. Well, good luck. Yeah, thanks.
Right.
Okay, until next time.
Yeah.
Okay.
See ya. Bye.